There we go. We looking good?
We are.
All right.
And
Are we live?
We are.
All right. I'm going to go live here. 1 second. 3,
Here, I'll sit behind
2,
you.
1. Welcome, everyone, to the NFHS broadcast brought to you by Bushland Falcon Media. We are here live in Lubbock, Texas at Lowry Field, where we're going to see the Bushland Falcons taking on the Indians from Jim Ned. And tonight will be myself, Chris Welch, with the play-by-play, and then color will be Coach Jimmy Thomas and my partner, Stephen Lyles. We're excited to have Coach Thomas in here, longtime friend and supporter of us over the years over at Bushland. So we really appreciate him taking the time and to do that. So we are going to take a little pause here while they do the national anthem, but I promise we'll be right back. All right, welcome back, everyone. I wanted to take that break and honor our country as they played the national anthem there. So tonight, the Bushland Falcons are going to be in the black. They're the home team, black with gold letters, and Jim Ned will be in their white. And I think they're gold as well, aren't they? With black and gold. So we got to distribute our... do you want one of those? We'll stick one here between me and Coach. Get that out.
Man, they sure treat us good here at Lowry, man. They bring you stats. They
You got to get your readers out,
give
Coach?
you a lineup.
Sorry, I got to get
Yes, sir.
Coach Thomas
Yes,
all
sir.
the time. Well, I've got the new bifocals that are built into my contacts, so that's kind of nice. We'll see how long that lasts. I don't know how long it will, but no, we're excited. So thanks for joining us tonight on the NFHS Network. Once again, Chris Welch, Stephen Lyles, Coach Jimmy Thomas here with us tonight. We're excited to get this game underway. So we're expecting a good matchup, but it's going to be, Stephen, a tale of two teams.
It is. You know, Jim Ned's going to want to slow this thing down. They're going to want to pound the ball, look for them to use every single second of that play clock, and they're going to try to get behind that big lineman named Gage Stanlin that just signed with the Oklahoma State Cowboys this past week. But the Falcons, you know, we like to go fast, and we get into what we call our NASCAR. And, you know, one of the good things I think just before we even kick off is, and we talk about a lot, those Falcons like to start on defense, and they're going to kick this ball off and start on defense. So we'll get to see them. You'll get to see that big old tackle from Jim Ned real early.
Yeah, he'll be number 55, and I'll keep an eye on him. So Falcons, I'm assuming we won the toss and elected to defer to the second half. That would be very typical. We weren't paying any attention. We were talking on a pregame show, so we didn't quite catch that. We're assuming that's what happened. But It is a beautiful evening in the press box tonight, which is we're very happy.
And look at this.
See, y'all thought I was going to say it's a beautiful evening outside. No, it's a beautiful evening in the press box, but it's 30 degrees here in Lubbock, and we've got a little bit of a north wind, so we're kick this ball off.
The freshman Ty Tarango puts his foot into that one.
He's taking it to about the 18. Number 2 gets it, and he is brought down after about 4 yards on that. So first and 10 ball is going to be at the 23, looks like, where they're going to mark it.
One of Chris's favorite numbers to call, Shrewsbury
Mr.
on the tackle. So they're going to start with Standlin out here at right tackle.
All right, Jen, that's going to come out. They're going to split 2 out here to the far right and 1 in the backfield. We put 1 in motion. Quarterback keeper up the middle, and he's going to get about 2 yards on that.
Good job by Bridges.
So we talked about earlier during our pregame show, not here, one of the keys for Bushland's defense is really going to keep them in a third and long situation to get them to where they have to kind of throw the ball. Jim Ned's position is, they want to get that 3-4 yards every play and try to get into those third and short situations and run the clock.
Coach Thomas, you like the spread. Did you ever think about power football?
Well, I used to run it. I've only been in the spread the last 12 years. I used to be in the slot T for about 10 years as a head coach before that.
Put 1 in motion to the right. They're going to hand it off to number 12. He gets to the outside. He's got some running room, and he's going to be down to about the 38.
Ooh, Shrewsbury did a great job tracking him down.
It's a good misdirection play there, running the counter opposite action.
They did a good job being able to get just that slight misdirection, let the center get out to Bridges and open that up.
Braden Shipman there on that carry. Jim Ned comes out, just 1 receiver, heavy set, 2 in the backfield. Falcons got everybody in the box.
Going to be a false start here.
Yep. His flag was stuck in his pocket. That's a good thing if you're a coach, if he can't get that flag out, right?
Not in that situation. You want that one to come on out. And that's what you want on first down right there, get them behind the chains.
Yeah, absolutely. So 1st and 15 now. Ball's going to be at the 34-yard line. Now, Jim Ned will throw typically, at least talking to Reynolds a little bit this morning and watching the film, on first down is when they'll tend to throw.
And they like that seam route. They like to sneak someone right up the middle.
Yeah, what's that tight end or that back? Nope, they're going to hand up the middle, and then he gets maybe a yard, half a yard on that. They're going to give him 1. So 2nd down and 14.
Good job by Austin Ryder coming from the far side to come back behind that.
Quick shout out to Lubbock ISD and Lowry Field, folks. Let me tell you, we love playing here. It's a great facility, but I think what makes it even better is the people.
Yeah, they're some of the nicest people. There was a game before us, and so we got to sit down at the bottom of the elevator, and even the girls who had to sit there with the cold air blowing every time the door opened, man, they were still kind.
2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. We're going to throw it out here, and there it is. Miscommunication.
They're going to be a false start again.
Yep, they are.
They were trying to go fast because we only had 1. I thought they were going to go up top. I don't know if you noticed this. We only had Cole Purcell.
He never looked there. He immediately went right.
We didn't have the one wide receiver covered at all.
No, Cole Purcell didn't get shifted over.
I don't know if we didn't see him or what there.
Oh, no, they called us off sides. Interesting. Shocked that didn't turn into a free play for him. Didn't see anybody unabated to the quarterback.
Nice run out here. Gets almost to midfield, and I don't know. I think he's going to have it.
Yep.
He does.
Right now they're doing a good job running the counter. They're running, pulling the guard and the tight end, which is really good. So they're trying to set a key off of 55 some to where not running to him every time.
It's nice to have Coach up here. He sees the game different, right, which is really nice. He's going to pull a Romo here in a minute. Predict one. 1 receiver. He's going to be at the top up there to the left. 2 in the backfield. They're going to hand it right up the middle. He's going to get about 2 yards on that. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 8, and he's going to cross into Falcon territory with that.
Right now, Jim Ned's a lot of gap scheme. Right now, power counter, just kind of blocking down, kicking out, and wrapping.
Sorry, making sure that we are good and live. Believe we are. Father-in-law at home, he gets grumpy if he can't watch the game. So Twins to the left, single over here to the right, one in the backfield. Quarterback keeper up the middle. He's got a little running room right off that right side. And that's going to set up, looks like third and about 3? Yeah, we'll call it 3. Yeah, 3rd and 3.
These are the ones, if you're the Falcons, you got to get off the field on.
Mm-hmm.
It wouldn't shock me, though, if Jim Ned's not in 4-down territory for them.
They're going to be a 4-down territory team, being a big running team.
Do you see that being a lot more of a trend in the last 2 years, probably? I think that's the data supports it. Boy, they are a heavy set right now. They're going to shift that to an offset. Ooh, we jumped. That's a free play.
Free play.
And he catches it.
I think he's caught it out of bounds.
I think he's going to be out.
Yeah.
He is. So, but that's a free play.
Not too often do you see Charlie Pitt jump.
They did a good job. They did it off a shift, shifted over, made you think heavy one way, and then got us to jump.
Got our first 3rd down conversion of the night.
Yep, so that's 1st and 10 for Jim Ned. Ball's going to be nose right at the 39-yard line.
Already taken 4.5 minutes off the clock here.
Same formation. Doing the shift again. Quarterback keeper up the middle off that right side, though. And there's that 3 yards, 4 yards. Call it 4. 2nd down and 6. Ball's going to be right at the 35. This is Jim Ned. This is Indian football right here. This is exactly what they do. They're going to throw only when they have to.
And you really got to be careful watching how they sub because those receivers never come all the way in. So it explains how they got them so open. That
around that left side, if he can get the corner, and he does not. That was a great tackle. Who was that?
looks like Aiden Sawyer on the tackle.
Yeah, Aiden Sawyer. So great job by Aiden Sawyer. That's going to put him back to 3rd and 11. So this definitely puts them in a throwing situation. More than likely. I wouldn't guarantee that because they are a 4-down team. Twins left, single to the right. One in the backfield. We're going to put one in motion left to right. They're going to, a counter off that left side, and he's down that left side. He's at the 20, and he's going to be in that AA&A red zone down at the 15.
Man, and they had just subbed Shrewsbury off. Getting Tanner Adams in there, expecting them to really throw the ball, and they took advantage of the smaller front.
So what is it? But we talked about this 4th down, more teams going for it on 4th down. So that's not your last down, right? So that's your thought. If I got 2 more downs, my play calling changes a little.
6.
Manage your 3rd down so you can manage your 4th down.
Heavy tight. Quarterback keeper up the middle. Nice penetration by the Falcons. You'll see this on the replay. Falcons just get really good penetration here. They do the shift.
Matthew Bridges jumps down in there.
And 3 in the backfield immediately, really 4. So 2 receivers to that left top for us. 1 to the right. Single in the backfield. Typical.
Ooh, Daniel dropped it.
He's
thought
running. We dropped. He fumbled it. I think they got on.
Oh, no,
no, Falcons
That's
got
ours.
it. But there's a flag. I thought we jumped.
It's going to be offsides on the defense.
Yeah. Yeah, so Falcon defense jumped on that.
That's a bad break.
Yeah, it is. Did you hear what number he called?
Suggs.
Oh, JT.
JT Suggs. My favorite name to call, except in that situation. We don't like that. All right, here come the Indians. Twins to the left, one to the right. Spread formation. They have a tight end. Handoff right up the middle. He goes, and he's going to be down to about the 4. Is there a flag?
Yes, there is.
There is.
Illegal shift.
So that'll bring that back. On that tackle, boy, he landed right on his head when we pulled him over. Kind of rolled him up. Jim Ned, nice drive going on right now. 2nd down and 12. Ball's going to be on the 17, so they can still get a first down at the 5. Quarterback, he does hand it off up the middle. He gets down to about the 11.
Set up 3rd down and 6.
3rd and 6 for the Indians.
They're really trying to run counter and then hit it out the backside.
Yeah, I noticed that, he's got an option to keep that, but we've shut that down every time. I've noticed the quarterback's not going to keep that right now. He hasn't had any opportunity to.
Oh, my
Man, we are just – that was another free play. Offsides by the Falcons. His cadence must be pretty good.
Yeah, but Coach will tell you, you're standing there looking down the line. Watch the stinking ball. You shouldn't be listening to a voice anyway.
Something's going on down there because this is not a typical Tom Mayfield defense right now, jumping this many times. So I could promise you he's going to get this fixed. But Jim Ned's doing exactly what they need to do to open this game.
Well, 3rd down and short now. 3:57. They've had the ball this entire time in this first quarter so far. It's hard to score if you don't have the ball.
Absolutely. And they've already shortened this first half. I mean,
Twins to the right, single left. One in the backfield, one in motion right to left. They're going to hand it this time up the middle, and he's going to get to about the 3. To the 2. First and goal from the 2 for Jim Ned.
They're doing a real good job opening up some holes. Woof.
That offensive line, it's not just 55 that's big. He's one of them. But they've got some pretty good-sized linemen there. I had somebody ask me, they said, where is Jim Ned? And I go, I got to look it up. South Abilene, right?
Just us. I thought Colt McCoy put Jim Ned on the map.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, but nobody watches Texas. Up the middle.
Touchdown, Indian. Oh, no, they spotted him.
He did not get it.
Wow.
I give Steven a hard time about that. But I can't say much because I'm an Aggie and they didn't do too good this year either. So,
hey, I did see the Aggies are climbing the rankings. They have the 3rd longest losing streak in the country right now.
Well, you guys did 6 in a row last year too. So
no,
I'm glad I'm set between you two, orange and maroon.
It's good that you are between us, actually.
Hey, it's bad.
And both of y'all are having frustrated years, so it's even worse than that, isn't it?
Is it sad that we as Longhorns are just excited to be bowl eligible this year? That tells you where we've been the last couple.
Here comes Jim Ned. They're going to hand off. Oh, yep, up the middle. Nice job by the Falcons defense on that one. Great penetration. You'll see here on this Procreate replay.
Matt Bridges right there has a great play.
Yeah, Matt Bridges from middle linebacker just goes in there and plugs that hole. Nice reaction. Boom. Just a nice job by Matt.
Lost a yard on the play, gets him right off that.
Hey, I did watch Texas last week.
You didn't get to see much offense, did you?
Well, no, I really watched TCU. Anyway.
You didn't see much offense from them either.
How long did you rehearse that
That
one
was,
right there? Gosh
that
almighty.
was not a beautiful game.
He's been working on that one.
Quarterback keeper up the middle, and he is stopped again.
Another great play by the defense.
You'll see that. That is 3 plays in a row by the Bushland Falcons defense to come alive down at the goal line. Coach is getting excited over here next to us. We like sitting next to the coaches.
Do you take the points?
No.
Or are you going to try to see if you can shove it in a 4th time?
You definitely shove it in.
You
if
shove
you're a
it
running
in.
Team.
Well, you shove it in, and I think
they're going to do something different here. They're going to do some play action or some kind of misdirection.
You're going to see. Yeah, I agree.
They're going to have something down here at the goal line.
Well, it's quarterback or he's throwing because he just shifted all his running backs out of the way, unless he puts one in front of him. They're going to call timeout. So
I say they almost let the play clock expire. So
with that, we'll take a little break ourselves, and we'll be right back. Three, two, one. Welcome back, everyone. So short break there. It looks like Jim Ned talked it over on the sidelines, and despite Coach Thomas and I agreeing, hey, go for it, they're going to go with Steven's advice and kick this and get the points.
Now, we did see a Panhandle game last week where every time they were in this formation, they had a trick play. So
high snap. Boy, he kicks it with plenty of leg, and that tell you what, with 1:14 to go in the first quarter, Jim Ned strikes first, and they're going to be on the scoreboard 3-0. And with that, we'll take a quick break and be right back. All right, 3, 2, 1. All right, welcome back, everyone. So some of our predictions may be out the door now. I think my 24-21 may still hold, but with the field goal, didn't see that one coming.
Jim Ned takes 10 minutes and 46 seconds off the clock on their first drive. And they come away with 3 points. I mean, I think you got to be happy with that if you're Jim Ned.
Yeah, I mean, you just ran almost a quarter of the game off.
That's exactly what they want to do. They want to keep Bushland's offense
Falcons
off the field.
take it at about the 20, turns it back up. Oh, he comes around this far left side. He's trying to make the corner. He does get the corner a little bit, and he's got running. That's going to throw a flag. They
and Tanner Adams let him clear out.
You'll see this on the replay. He comes around this left side, and he goes out of bounds, and then he gets pushed in the back, and that's going to draw a flag every time.
I'll tell you, it's impressive, Tanner Adams' speed, because you didn't think he had that corner, and then he gets around it and gets up to about the 40 before the penalty.
So Falcons, great starting field position here. 1st and 10, ball's going to be, I think, at the 45. Oh, well,
Yeah,
sorry. Then you're going to have the penalty.
So it's
going to be on the 40 on the other side.
Right there, 43.
43, there you go.
Here comes Bushland's 10-play opening script, so it ought to be good.
All right, so
when you script those first 10 plays, because I know you've done it a few times yourself, does the field position change it at all, or are you sticking to your team?
No, you really stick to it, and then what they're going to try to do is go east-west to make that defensive line run, and then try to get them tired.
They're going to come out empty backfield, trips left, twins right. Quick pass out here to Cole Purcell. Cole gets it. He comes up this left side, and he stretches it out for about a 8-yard gain. 7.5.
Yep, great play on first down, fast screen out of empty.
So 2nd down and 2. Falcons right back to the line.
This looks like a sub.
Oh, I thought we got a false start. We didn't.
No, we did.
So that slot receiver stepped back before the snap. So that's going to back them up 5. So now 2nd down and 7.
They're trying to pull that little toss pass with DJ tucking it and trying to throw it.
One in the backfield that leaves twins on either side for the Falcons in spread formation. Drops back. Jacob's looking. He wants to go down the middle. He's got him on this left side. Nice route. No flag.
Beautiful route.
Good job.
Good to see Baylor get the first catch with the cast on his hand.
That was a great catch and a great throw on a corner route right there.
And in typical fashion, I can't show you Falcon replays because they're too fast. So that's 3 on the right. A little toss play over here to Soto. He cuts it back inside. Nice cut and then back out. He's going to get about 4 yards on that, so we're going to call it 2nd down and 6.
Coach Thomas called it. You're going east, going west, making them chase you both ways.
Trips left, single right. Soto in the backfield. We're going to play action to him right down the middle.
Nice catch by Stratton Malloy. Been big the last few weeks for the Falcons. Got himself a touchdown last week in the Kermit game.
Falcons down at the 8 now. 1st and goal. Little toss out here to the left side. Nowhere to go. Jim Ned's defense shuts that one down, drops him for a little.
Baylor kind of hesitated there. I don't know if you want to do that against that defensive end there. He's pretty quick.
Looked like the play time was off a little bit there.
So that's going to end the first quarter
Gosh.
just like that. So with that, we'll take a break and we'll come right back. Welcome back, everyone. So we've started the second quarter. The story of the first quarter was Jim Ned for 10 minutes and 46 seconds, I believe. Falcons got the ball. They're driving right now. It is 2nd and goal from the 10. 2 in the backfield, split to either side. Jaco drops back. He's looking. He's got to win. Wide open. Touchdown, Falcons.
It's a new vision touchdown. Ivan Soto swinging out of the backfield.
Great route. They were in what they call a rail route with off the mesh concept where you're crossing inside receivers and you got them in man and they lose the back right there. Great call. Great execution.
So if you're Jim Ned, how important was – well, if you're Falcons, how important was that stop to hold them to a field goal?
What is it? That was Ivan, right?
Yeah, out
Yeah,
of the
it
backfield.
was.
Yeah, it was.
It's his jersey squishes, and sometimes it looks like an 8. And I'm like, is it Austin Ryder? Is it Ivan?
Kick is up, and it is good.
Good.
All right, 11:55 to go in the second quarter. Falcons up 7-3, and we will be right back. Well, welcome back to Lowry Field in Lubbock, Texas, where the Falcons, Bushland Falcons, just went down and scored and makes the game 7-3, just into this second quarter.
Jim Ned, 10 minutes, 46 seconds. Bushland Falcons, a minute 19 of possession. So here we are.
It's a tale of two different teams for sure.
We said at the start, it's a tale of two teams,
is.
and now you've seen that in the first quarter.
Great execution by Bushland, though, just kind of keeping composure.
Oh, and he's mishandled there, and that ball's going to be down at the 5 where he's going to finally pick it up. Bushland has great special teams, and that's going to be at the 7-yard line.
The freshman, Ty Tarango, in on the tackle. Called up for the playoffs, obviously, due to an injury. Coach Thomas, how hard is that? You lose your what potentially is an all-state kicker. I mean, Weston Forbes kicks the ball through a touchback almost every time. You lose him. You have a sophomore kicking that doesn't quite have a leg. You bring a freshman up. Does it make you nervous? Does that age you a little bit
Well,
as a coach?
Depends how good he is. I've had seniors will age you worse.
Twins left, single right. Quarterback keeper.
What a job by Matthew Bridges.
Great job by Matt Bridges there at middle linebacker. You'll see on this Procreate replay. Just reads it well, hits the hole.
Hey, JT Suggs also helped stand that thing up.
Different alignment by Bushland. They're not playing with the free safety, bringing more people in the box and taking the free safety out of the middle of the field, try to stop the run.
A little bit of that probably has to do with the fact 34's out. And so, he's been in a walking boot. He got one snap last week, kind of got it rolled up again. Oh, I got a Jim Ned player down. So I have a feeling personnel-wise, it's get your best 11 out there to stop the run. And without 34, that's a –
He's one of those you're like, I'm going to let you have we'll try to defend the throw, but we're going to take that risk, right? The risk reward there.
And that's a big miss by the Falcons. Breckenridge loves to come up and hit people in the run. And so – but you're adding Jackson Fetch in the box, which, though he's a sophomore, man, he can bring the wood.
But how much does that help with Brecken? He's still nursing a little bit injury as well. So just to give you some quick stats in that first game, yards rushing for Jim Ned 81, Falcons 0, yards gained passing 3. Is that right? Oh, sorry, that was first down. Oh, there was no passing. There was no passing.
Jim had 0 passing yards.
Yeah. We had a total of -3.
We're still trying.
Oh, sorry. We had 51 yards passing.
Still trying to draw us offsides every play.
There you go, Steven.
Oh, that's a false start. Their left tackle stood up early. They didn't call it,
down.
though.
They did not. He gets about 4 or 5 yards on that.
Oh, thank you.
Really good play by Purcell right there on that route.
Clock ticking, 10:45 to go in this first half. 7-3, Falcons on top. Jim Ned, 3rd down and 5. Ball's on the 13.
I think our scores flipped on our screen there.
Oh, did I get it wrong? I will get that fixed.
What a great job stretching that thing out. Let's Aiden Sawyer come from the backside to make that tackle right at the 10.
Okay, sorry about that.
Should back him up a couple yards here. It'll be 4th down.
That was a great play by the defense. They set the edge. They're trying to run quarterback stretch and set the edge, made him turn up where everybody was coming from pursuit-wise. Big play to get him off the field.
Jim Ned comes out for the punt tonight. High snap. Man, really high. High kick and short. It's going to get out of bounds at the 42.
Might as well stay right here. Bushland going to come out fast.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's a different drive. Only were able to take 2 minutes and 1 second off the clock, and now you let the Falcons back out here. And
this now plays into Falcon football.
And they still have 4 plays in their 10 scripted here.
That's right.
That's not right because of the false start. They didn't get the play, so 7. They still have 3 of their first 10. After you score that first touchdown, do you keep those final 3 or you
usually just keep going on the script. Now you can come off and if it's 3rd and 1 and 4th and 1 and you got a big pass play called, you can come off and run a power or something inside to get the first down, and typically you kind of get back on it.
Oh, watch this. It's going to be a double pass.
Yeah, they got some stuff.
Yeah, here we go. There's Jesse
pass.
Cantrell down the right side.
Oh.
Great defense.
Man, and he hit Tate. Tate just got hit right as the ball got there. Great job by number 8. Ty Duran, the senior safety.
So double pass spotted here by former quarterback Jared Thomas, who happens to be in the room with us with the binoculars. So Twins right, single left, 2 in the backfield. Jaco keeps it up the middle. Not much gain there, maybe a yard. All right, by the way, Scott Hendricks says to tell you hello. He just texted, said, I love hearing Coach on the radio. So.
Is he here in attendance?
I doubt it. No, he might be.
Well, he's like Vegas or somewhere, isn't he? Oh, good run.
I think you knew you were going for this one on 4 downs as well because
that was a good pickup on 3rd down and make it manageable. It's 4th and 5.
So we know volleyball is watching. Katie, not Katie Culpepper anymore. Katie Cordova let me know that our score was backwards. So thank you for.
Yeah,
that.
sorry about that. That's all my fault. Actually, Coach Thomas's fault. He's running the scoreboard.
Y'all have
See,
me
I
running
can-
it. You're in trouble. That's
Shocked
on. That's
didn't
on
blame
you.
it
I can
on
promise.
Jared. I thought you blamed it on the quarterback.
Oh, I should. Trips left, single right, one in the backfield. Soto's going to come out of the backfield. Right over the middle. Oh,
Just
boy.
off the hands.
Really threw it into double coverage. You'll see on this Procrete replay. He throws it there just to the left near the hash. About 10 yards
Watch
down.
Purcell though.
He tried
If
to
he
drop
looked-
that. That was going to drop a dime in the bucket there. He was just trying to come over the top.
Cole was streaking open down that far left sideline.
Yeah, that was a tough throw and catch the way they had it. They had it covered pretty well.
All right, Jim Ned will take this turnover on downs. 1st and 10. Ball's going to be at the 36. Handoff up the middle. He's got a little running room, and he keeps driving. 55 is driving one of our
They're
guys.
coming off the rock, Jack. Jim Ned is coming off the rock.
That's going to be about a 3-yard gain, looks like. So
It's a nice little battle between Easton Fuentes and Gage Stanley there, Oklahoma State commit.
You know, one of my former guys that I coached with used to say there's no replacement for displacement, right? Twins right, quick snap, quarterback keeps it. He runs it off that right side, and
Nowhere to
Falcons stop that.
Linebackers are doing a great job, not falling for misdirection, reading proper keys. They're doing a great job right there.
So he'll get a yard on that, looks like. So 3rd down and 6. So this is what I think this is not 4-down territory, probably. Maybe.
I think this
Depends on
what-
3rd down.
what I said.
Yeah.
You get to 4th and 2 or less, and I think you're going to see them go for it.
Shift that running back over to the right side. Quarterback drops. He does want to throw. Nowhere to go.
Oh,
Heavy
and
pressure.
holding.
And that's going to be an interception.
Oh, my gosh, they're going to throw a flag so late. This is terrible.
So they're throwing a
my
flag.
Goodness. Slade Perry, the sophomore into play corner, gets the pick 6. The Jim Ned receiver just fell down.
Yeah, that's what it looked like to me as well, because he was already on the ground. The most they could call here is holding, right?
Boy, that's a bad break. That is a bad break.
Oh, my goodness.
So that's going to.
You know it's bad when even the Brock coaches yelled when the flag came out. And they don't have a horse in this race.
Well, my guy, Coach Reynolds, is pretty happy about it.
All right, well, Jim Ned catches a break there, and they're going to end up with a 1st down now. Did they call it pass interference or holding? Okay, they did call it holding. It'll still be automatic 1st down, but all right, one in the backfield. False start.
You can call it a makeup call, but it didn't make up for all that. Because Slade Perry made a great play to take that for a house call. Max Rodriguez in now. Another one of those super sophomores that have gotten a lot of playing time this year.
Well, Jim Ned's goal, take this into halftime, right? 7:29 to go. That's easily doable. Twins to the right, single to the Twins to the left, single to the right, sorry. Quarterback keeper out the middle. He's got a big hole, and there he goes. And that's going to be 6
gone.
for the Indians.
What a change.
Good play. They ran quarterback counter in a misdirection, got him.
Great play by Jim Ned, right up the middle, 45 yards. So that's going to make it 9-7 before the point after attempt. 7:18 here in the first half.
They did a good job running that play, and that's when it hurts when you don't have a 3rd level of safety right there.
Kick is up, and it is good. So 7:18 to go. Jim Ned takes lead 10-7, and with that, we will be right back.
No coach wants to sit in me.
All right, here we go. Welcome back. We are here in Lubbock, Texas at Lowry Field, Lubbock ISD's football field. Great facilities. Thanks for hosting the NFHS broadcast tonight at Bushland Falcons and Jim Ned Indians. Jim Ned broke a big 46-yard run to take the lead with 7:18 to go in this first half, 10-7. Great blocking, great execution by that Jim Ned offensive line. Coach and I might have been able to get 5 yards. They're going to pop that one up, and it's going to hit. Falcons cover it up at about the 34.
Stockton goes over and gets on that. Nice heads-up play there by the senior.
That ball's going to be at the 35. Great kick.
That was. And I'll tell you, if it had gotten that little golf backspin that sometimes it does, that one would have been trouble.
Oh, yeah, I think Ned gets that one.
That was a pretty good kick. It was a good play.
Okay, here come the Falcons. Trips left, one to the right. Soto offset to the left of Jaco here. They're going to hand it to Soto. He bounces outside if he can get the corner, and he does get the corner, and he's going to get shoved out of bounds at about the 44, 45-yard line.
I think they're going to give him the first down at the 45.
They are.
That was a good read, good bounce. Soto's really impressive.
Yeah,
Twins left, single right, two in the backfield. Jaco swing pass out here to the left to Baylor King.
Oh, my goodness.
Great tackle by,
what
was that
a
23?
Tackle by number 22, Davis Sobin. The linebacker comes up, and if he doesn't get Baylor, Baylor's got some room in front of him.
Yeah, second down and 13 now for the Falcons. Great play by Jim Ned's defense. Good read. Jaco drops back. He's looking. He's got a man right there sitting in that little soft zone. Gets all but about, I think he's going to be
That's what he was looking for
first
on fourth down. Just
it is.
Wasn't quite there.
So first down for the Falcons.
Good job. Good job. Good route. Little curl route right there.
Good job by Jaco kind of waiting on that to kind of pop open too. Trips right, single left. Throw out here to the right. That's Cade Cavina. I'm used to calling his name on the baseball field. Short gain, about 3 yards we'll call it. Second down and 7.
You know, it's been real impressive. The first guy doesn't ever bring Cade down.
Hand off to Soto. No, Jaco
DJ
keeps it off the right side.
Oh, and he just might have misread that. I think if he cuts that in behind Cavina's block, he's still running.
I think he's going to be a yard short. Yeah.
That was a good pull. A good pull by DJ right there. You're right. I think he could have went a ways, but he'd have stuck his toe in the ground.
Quarterback power.
Right up the middle again, and he gets that first down. First and 10 for the Falcons right at the 30.
Quarterback power, best play on the offense. Bushland's doing a good job. Multiple touches by multiple people.
Yeah, Jim Ned having a hard time. I think the hurry up gets to people faster than you think it does. I think, and it's one thing to watch it on film; it's another thing to play against it.
Well, in second air,
Jaco drops back. He's got a man. Oh, he just underthrew that one, but he had Cavina again. Gavina, sitting right there at about the 15, 10-yard line.
But second cold air kind of burns, you know, and so it's one thing to be winded; it's another to be winded in 28 degrees.
DJ'd like to have that one back. That was a touchdown.
Twins on both sides. Ooh, I thought Soto moved. We're going to set up a screen. There's Soto.
And he's got blockers.
He does. He's got the man, and he's going to get that to about the 14.
Great call right there. Great call. Great execution.
Took advantage of the aggressiveness by that Jim Ned line. Into the AA&A windshield red zone.
Yeah, we didn't get to call that for Jim Ned. They just blew right by that. Oh, false start, free play. It's going to be offsides.
Oh, and they blew it dead.
There was contact right there.
Jim Ned's excited because they don't even mind the offsides because they can get 3 new D linemen in.
Yeah, that's exactly what they do. They're going to shuffle in 3 right here. I'll tell you, when we were talking about with the offensive linemen, we did an interview with them this year, and we were talking about going NASCAR. And they go, we really like that. I go, well, why is that? And they go, we don't have to think.
You got yeah. There's not a whole lot of downtime to ponder things. No.
They were pretty fun to interview. I tell you, they were quite the entertaining bunch. Twins right, single left. We're going to put one in motion. Up the middle to Soto, and Jim Ned does a good job covering that up. Yeah, Aaron and Hayes were upset that I never did an interview with them, and I go, well, I wasn't going to put Hayes on the headphones. So.
No, that's probably not smart. I mean, I think we could all say that was probably a pretty good call on your part.
Now, we did put Bailey, and her mom was scared to death what Bailey was going to say, but she was quite entertaining. She's pretty funny. We did the trainers this year, an interview, and that was a great interview with the trainers because they see a lot.
Well, and with those parents, that apple didn't fall far from the tree, did it? Maybe one rotation.
I'm sure they're listening to Twins on both sides. Oh, right. DJ, good job. I thought he was going to get stopped right there for a little bit of a loss, but he does get a gain.
It'll be 3rd down and 2.
Little quarterback counter there that almost broke.
4:50 left in this first half. DJ up the middle. Met at the line, but leans forward for a little gain.
It's going to be close. It'll be interesting to see if they measure
Yep,
this.
no, he just moved it forward. So that's a 1st and goal now for the Falcons. Ball's going to be at the 4-yard line. Yeah, I was expecting him to do a measure or something because it didn't look like he quite got as far as they marked him. But
they bring big old Jake White in to help block this. They're gonna go. Oh, they're gonna huddle.
That means something special's coming when you huddle in this offense.
Well, Coach, they have a little tighter huddle than what you do. Mark and I used to make fun. Man, Thomas's kids don't know how to huddle.
We were the worst huddling team in America, and we didn't care because
Trips left. Falcons going to hand it to Soto off that left side, and he's going to be short. They got him down at the 2.
Our kids hated the huddle.
Are the Falcons huddling to slow it down here to shorten the clock?
They could be, and that's probably not a bad idea, really not giving them a whole lot of time on that clock.
You surprised Jim Ned didn't start using timeouts?
That's probably a pretty good idea, not to give them a whole bunch of time on that next possession.
Spread everything out. One in the backfield with Soto. With Dawson. He's going to throw. He's got him. Oh, nice coverage.
There a little early.
Little pivot route there, trying to take advantage of them playing inside man on the goal line, trying to get back in, slant, get back out. Just missed it.
So 3rd and goal now for the Falcons. 3:29 to go in this first half. Falcons knocking on the door.
2 big plays right here.
And keep in mind, Falcons do get the ball to start the second half as well.
Feels like one of those times they're going to look.
They're going to look
way.
Oh, touchdown Falcons.
There it is.
Oh, we're going to have a flag. They're going to call blocking downfield, it looks like to me.
They got to wave it off because the ball's caught behind the line of scrimmage.
No. Oh, offensive pass interference.
But it can't be pass interference if the ball's caught behind the line of scrimmage.
They're saying he caught it past the line of scrimmage.
Yep, they are.
Because he
was
ran in.
Close. He was very close.
The outside receiver, the X, was blocking the corner, and they're saying the H was past the line of scrimmage. That's a bad break, a huge break. That's a 15-yard penalty. That's
a tough penalty there. Boy, that backs the Falcons way up to the 17 now. And you're 3rd and goal from the 17. But with the Falcons offense, it may be a little bit of advantage. You can get a little bit. You got some more breathing room in here to get some receivers.
Well, you don't like it, but you're not going to panic.
Twins on either side. Jaco drops back. He's looking. He kind of pumps a little bit. He's got one over the middle. If he can thread it out.
Oh, touchdown. He threw him open.
He did.
That pump makes the safety come up.
Watch this replay. He kind of does a little pump here. And when he does, he throws it right over the middle. And to Steven's point, he throws him open. He doesn't throw where he is. He throws where he's going and did a great job.
We had a little double move trying to work the 2 safety look right there, and that was a good throw and catch. Good patience by DJ making that throw right there.
That was because they had a deep safety. But when he pumped, that safety, instead of staying back, bites up and then tosses it right over his head.
They drew the other safety away with his eyes and then threw a double move on the backside.
He barely gets that open.
Barely.
That was a great play. That's going to be one of those things at the end of the game you talk about.
All right, with that, we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back.
I thought they were
All right, are we ready? We're already back
We're
over there.
back.
All right, welcome back. All right, it is 3:16 to go. In this first half, Falcons take the lead, 14-10, here at Lowry Field in Lubbock, Texas.
I'm interested to see Jim Ned's 3-minute offense because they don't like to go too fast.
This kickoff's important, pinning them back.
Good kicks, gonna be.
Oh, and what a good placement! And it's not.
Oh, and it
gonna-
dies too. He has to pick it up at about the 3. He comes around this left side, and one thing we have said
that is
all year
huge.
long.
There's nowhere to go.
Steve and I have talked about it all year.
Right.
Our special teams, they're very disciplined. They stay in their lanes. They do a good job of not giving up the big play on kickoff, and they did it again. So, boy, Jim Ned, 3 minutes to go. Now, they did bust a long one last time, right? And so maybe you stick with what brung you, right?
Great job by Max Rodriguez to stay home on that outside, not give him anywhere to go. Pins him deep, deep. Now, I would expect if the Falcons get a stop, they may start using their timeouts pretty quick here.
Yep. One in the backfield. We're going to put one in motion left to right. They're going to hand it to the running back. Right up the middle he goes, and he gets
my
loose.
Goodness.
And he's going to get that ball all the way to about the 28, 29.
Charlie was talking to that umpire, man. I mean, the guy had him blocked from behind.
So 1st and 10 for Jim Ned. Ball's going to be at the 29-yard line. 2:50 to go in this first half. Same as last. Put one in motion. Quarterback keeps it up the middle. He bounces out left and nowhere to go.
tackle.
2 yards maybe on that.
Are you really using a lot of jet sweep motion, trying to influence the defense, running underneath it, running opposite?
Oh, we got a flag on the play.
Somewhere right in the middle. I mean, it's a battle with this.
Well, let's
Dang,
see
they
what
just
we
had
got.
to like yank on Charlie's arm. It must have messed with his shoulder a little bit. Easton's give it a good tug.
Holding.
Oh,
Holding,
holding.
55. We'll take it. Oh. Oh.
a 25-yard penalty because one's during the play.
Well, they call the holding, but Jared's up here behind us going, "No, there's a personal foul," and then they call the holding. We're going, "Okay, that'll work." And then he calls the second one, so we'll take the personal foul.
55 got a little too
Do you get
nasty
both?
there.
Is it both? of
Yes.
them? Yeah, it is because it's
one,
post.
one during play and one's
And
post.
Second one's,
That's
a
right.
second one's a dead ball foul.
Now, the second one's only going to be half the distance just because of where it's spotted. So they'll take it down to the 21 and then take it down to about the 10 and a half.
Not going that way, will it? It won't be half the distance, is it?
Yeah, it will be by the time they mark off the 10-yard penalty. So they'll take the 10-yard penalty down
Then they'll go to 13.
to the 19, and then because it happened at the 29, and then they'll do half the distance, which should take them right inside that 10-yard.
It's going to be a good break for the Falcons. Really is.
Oh, they're going to decline the holding. And that's a heads
That's
up
good
That is
because
very
it's
smart.
post.
Good
Because it's
job,
a post
Coach
play,
Evans.
right? So now
Yeah.
you're going to get the second down.
Well,
So
because
now you get the
really
full
don't get-
15.
you get the full 15, which only benefits them 3 yards, but it saves you a down.
That's a great call
And the
by Coach Reynolds.
Time on the
Great call.
clock. So 2nd and 23 now.
Who's got the calculator out going, wait, Coach, we do
That's he's from Dalhart, so that's a great call from a kid from Dalhart right there. That's just heads up.
Oh, man.
He's like, so you're going to the 10.
He's going to say, thanks, Coach.
That's a great call. I mean, that's really heads up.
So that's going to bring up 2nd and a country mile, Stephen.
Yes,
23.
sir.
Quarterback keeper up the middle. He's going to get a lot of that back with this.
Still going to set up 3rd and 13. I think if you're the Falcons, you take a timeout here, and they will.
All right.
So with that, we'll take a timeout with them.
All right, welcome back, everyone. 2:11 to go. Jim Ned's got the ball, 3rd down and 12.
2:11 before half.
Quarterback rolls out to his right. He's looking to throw short.
Oh, and it's
intercepted. Falcons are going to take that one in for 6. If he beats one, he got one
he got
block.
the block. Pick 6.
Who was that?
House call. Cole Purcell.
Cole Purcell, what a play.
We'll watch that replay if I got it in time. Sorry, we were talking.
Jim Ned's asking them for a flag.
I think there is a flag somewhere, it looks like to me.
Based on the way they're all responding.
Gosh almighty.
We'll see what the call is here. If it's that's 2 pick sixes called back if that's the case. And was it pre or post?
Well, the defense is staying on the field based on the
He
way.
got a really good block out there that was definitely in front.
No, now the offense isn't.
Oh, that's a
That's okay. That's gonna. But it's our ball, right?
It is.
But then no
but
touchdown.
that was not a blindside block.
I agree. He
They're
turned
calling
around.
it at the 6-yard line. He turned around and hits the guy square between the numbers.
he couldn't have done anything.
No, they're
better
calling
than
it back
that.
up here, aren't they? They didn't call it down because they're not going to.
There was only one block that sprung him, and that was
But
down
look where
there.
they're marking it.
It's a 15-yard flag, so they marked
but
it from the spot.
From the 21.
It's from the spot of the foul.
Oh,
Yeah, it was the one over there on the sideline.
That's the only block he
Yeah.
got, and that's
That was not
that's
a
just a
blindside
bad
block.
call. That's
All right.
just-
Falcons come out, twins on both sides. They're going to get the ball back. Jump. It's a free play.
man. That's
No,
that's
they're
gonna
going to
be-
call it dead.
It's going to be a procedure.
Oh,
Slot
did we
receiver
jump?
left early. Boy, Bushland's had some bad breaks with calls first half.
Jim Ned says the opposite. We've had some good breaks through the calls. So, all right, Jim Ned really needing to get this stop here with 2 minutes to go, not wanting the Falcons into that end zone.
2 timeouts in 2 minutes is plenty of time for Bushland. Stay on course.
Looking to the sideline, twins on both sides. Soto in the backfield with DJ. Jaco drops back. He's looking right down the middle of the field.
Oh.
Hit when he threw it. And if he'd have had time to drive that ball, he had his receiver.
He couldn't step into that throw.
He couldn't. Look at him. He gets hit right as he goes to throw it. And Baylor's got a good yard or two before he even finds a defender.
Bushland right now really trying to attack the middle of the field, kind of trying to split those 2 safeties.
Twins on both sides. Same formation. DJ drops back, hits this out to the left side, and that's a nice little out route.
Good job picking up half of it, going to Cole Purcell.
Yeah, that's going to be 4 or 5 yards. So 3rd and 7.
So with 5:06 left to go in the second quarter, Paradise 17, Shallow Water 7. On the other side of this bracket.
Where are they playing tonight? Trips right, single left. Setting up that screen again. He's got blockers. He's going to have a first down. And he gets out of it.
Colorado City.
Really good job by offensive line. They've run 2 different slow screens right there, and they've done a really good job getting out in front. Sometimes that's hard for the offensive line to get out there in space and block people. They've done a really good job of that.
Trips right, single left. DJ drops back. He's looking to his right. He's got a man coming
Good
open.
window, good throw.
Oh, what a throw.
Good catch. Good
Is that
protection.
Tate Butcher.
Tate Butcher.
What I tell you what, Tate just goes. He is one of the best about going up and getting that ball.
He is.
Oh,
Holding. I didn't catch the number of that, but holding on the offense.
it's,
We get a stern what from the booth next to us.
Shout out to my big brother Jack. He just texted me. So he was an announcer for years, color guy. He just says, "Hey, y'all are pretty good. I must have been a good example." So I'll give him a hard time of what not to do. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, this should be a free play.
Yeah, it is out here to this left side and
Oh,
caught.
caught.
Was he
What
in?
a catch.
He
And
is.
got the foot in bounds.
yep.
We'll check out this replay if I got it in time.
I think you take that. That's about almost a 20-yard gain.
Yeah, that's a 16-yard catch there.
Yep.
Don't take
Cole
the 5.
Purcell. What a good job of being hit and getting that foot down.
A lot of poise by Bushland right now.
I mean,
Just not
you've got a minute 22, but it's not a panic. You know
not
what I mean?
overreacting to all the flags that have come out. Just kind of
That's-
keep composure and keep playing.
That's one thing we started early with this team, kind of noticing this team is kind of that even kill team, right? They're that team that doesn't let things rattle them too much. And even in that game with Shallowater that they lost, they kept composure and fought their way back into that game. One play away from us, I think, winning that game, to be honest.
And a little different team than in the past. I mean, I think all of us will remember that Pilot Point game in Childress. You know, you're up, you get a terrible non-offsides call when you throw up a jump ball that gets intercepted, and
DJ fakes that, rolls out to his right. It looked like he wanted to throw back left. He's going to get him to the end zone if he can get there.
What a heads-up play. Just get rid of the ball. You're outside of the tackle box.
He was hoping he was going to clear, but good coverage by Jim Nett over there at the top. He thought he was going to actually be able to roll out and get that clear. Did we get a flag?
No.
Okay. I thought
Pretty good maturity by DJ right there, getting rid of the ball, knowing what he had to do. Kept it alive as long as he could.
Live to fight another day, right?
Mm-hmm.
But to finish that point, didn't respond as well in that area round. And
Trips right, Twins left, empty backfield for DJ, third down. He takes it right up the middle. Nice run by DJ.
First down.
And he's going to have a first day.
First and goal.
Great call, quarterback draw out of empty, and really had the defense fooled right there.
So Falcons go into that AA and A red zone.
So with a minute 2, Falcons still have 2 timeouts. Plenty of time here for the Falcons.
DJ looks. He's got a man in the
Good
flat out there
call
left
right
side. Touchdown Falcons. Who was that?
New Vision touchdown. Is that Baylor King or is that Stratton Malloy?
I think that's Baylor.
Yep. Had the cast on his hand.
Yeah, it was Baylor King.
I thought it was Baylor, and then it kind of it's hard to see from all the way over here to that far corner because I got this line.
Did a good job working that corner deep and working the flat route right there.
So that puts Falcons up 20-10, pending the PAT. Low snap, handled well though, and the kick is up, and it is good. So 51 seconds to go in this first half. Falcons on top, 21-10. Let me get that score changed. We will be right back. All right, welcome back. So this 21-10 here at Lowry Field in Lubbock, Texas. Falcons score with 51 seconds to go in this first half to take an 11-point lead. So if you're Jim Ned, do you just sit on this one?
I think they got to go try to get points. You know, at least that first down will maybe dictate a little bit, but I think you got to take a shot on first down. Here's the reality: you come out and throw a couple incomplete passes. Bushland's going to use their timeouts. They got 2 left, and as they've shown, they don't require much time on the clock.
Being passive here though just means you're looking to lose.
Falcons squibbed that one. High, nice bounce. He falls on it at the 33, 34-yard line. We'll see where that final mark is.
So Paradise Shallowater goes to halftime 17-7. We already talked about the fact that Brock won last night. The Brock Eagles beat Muleshoe 57-20. So the winner of this game will get Brock in the next round.
And they're already next door scouting.
Yes. And then that other half of that bracket is Whitesboro and Dalhart. Whitesboro all over Dalhart 37-7.
All right, here comes the Indians. And they're going to roll. Oh, hand it off. Sorry, I thought he kept it. And that's going to get stacked. So the Falcons call a timeout here or not?
I don't think they let it run.
Well, they do.
If they're willing to run it out, I think.
Right now, you want to go halftime up 21-10, getting the football.
You're going to have to snap the ball one more time. We got 35 seconds, 32 seconds, 28 on the play clock.
Yeah,
so
about
one more
four
snap.
second difference here.
If you want to pull your trick play, now may be the time to do that.
These
right?
are the ones that scare the heck out of you right here.
Especially with no deep safety. Kind of shocks you a little bit.
Twins right, single left. Oh, nope, they're going to hand it up the middle. Oh, shoestring away.
He had some green in front of him, didn't he?
Ooh, ran counter and tried to bounce it out the backside and almost made it.
So who was that? That was
So with that, we will go to halftime here at Lowry Field at Plains Capital Park. 21-10 Bushland Falcons over the Jim Ned Indians. Falcons will receive the second half kickoff. We'll see y'all after halftime.
They weren't aggressive.
all right.
We were just joking.
We were joking. Psych. It really didn't happen. Y'all didn't see that, right? So you didn't see anything. Jim Ned calls a timeout with 2 seconds. That was surprising to us all. So we're
I
going
don't think anybody saw the timeout other than the black hat on the far side of the field. The line judge is like, oh, hey, y'all.
Bushland's coming off the field. Coach is getting ready to go. Coach is vacating the box next to us, and we're all got our headsets off, heading to the restroom. We're like, well, wait. So they want one more play here.
We thought with just 2 straight runs, they were going to just be content going to the half.
Yeah, I have a feeling they'll drop some safeties this time. I don't think they'll give them the deep.
They're not dropping very far.
Well, they bring Purcell in. That's a safety look. Looks like Austin Ryder.
Here
on the
we
other
go.
side. There
Now
we
we're
go.
backing up. He does. He wants to throw. And he throws it down this left side. Jump ball.
Good defense. Cole Purcell knocks it away from number 2, Brady Walker.
Now we'll go to halftime. So it's 21-10 here at Lowry Field in Lubbock, Texas, with the Falcons on top. We'll be back probably about 5 minutes to go at the half. Well, welcome back, everyone. Chris Welch with Stephen Lyles and Coach Jimmy Thomas with us tonight. We got about 2.5 minutes to go, so we'll give you some quick stats here real fast. Scoring plays. Jim Ned scores with 1:14 to go in the first quarter to go up 3-0 with their field goal. Bushland comes right back at 11:55 to go in the second, and they score, make it 7-3. And then at 7:18 to go, Jim Ned scores with a quarterback keeper. He takes that 46 yards. And that puts Jim Ned up 10-7. Then in the second quarter, 3:16 to go, Dawson Jaco passes to Cole Purcell for a touchdown with 3:16. That makes it 14-10. And then with 51 seconds to go, Bushland, Dawson Jaco to Baylor King complete for a touchdown. And that made it 21-10. Overall, I'll get some quick stats. Total yards rushing for Jim Ned, 153, 42 for the Falcons. And total yards passing, 5 for Jim Ned, 133 for total yards, 158 for Jim Ned, 175 for Bushland. So a tale of two teams, just like we talked about.
Absolutely. And before we come back here in the second half, we'll just update you with the area scoreboard for Region 1, 3A Division 1, which both these teams reside in. We have Brock Eagles played Thursday night against the Muleshoe Mules, 57-20 Brock victory. Whitesboro has taken care of the Dalhart Wolves, 64-14. Paradise leads Shallowater 17-7 in the third quarter, and obviously here in Lowry Field, 21-10 the Bushland Falcons on top. 3A Division 2, the Spearman Lynx pull off the upset again. The 4 seed on a roll. Won their last game of the season against Tulia to sneak into the playoffs, upset Abernathy last week, and then take out the Alpine Bucks 49-0. Idalou 21-0 third quarter over Crane. Canadian 21-7 over Early with 11:54 to go in the third quarter. And the Wall.
Was that third quarter with Canadian?
Yes, sir, right after halftime. And heading to the end of the first quarter, 14-3 Wall over Childress.
They get a late start, or is that late up?
It looks like it may have not been updated in a little bit. Let's see, 4A Division 2 for this area, Monahans and Ferris, 7-7 at halftime. Canyon, West Plains, the Wolves went down to the Wichita Falls Hershey Huskies, 42-17. And Seminole loses a heartbreaker to Godley, 41-40 after missing an extra point late in that game.
Oh, wow.
That would have sent the game to overtime. Come up a little short there. Obviously, right before us here at Lowry Field, the Panhandle Panthers ran up against the Holly Bearcats, and that game ended up 72-26. Holly looking to get back to the state title game this year as we get ready to come back here as Jim Ned will kick off to the Bushland Falcons. Falcons scored before half, now look to start this second half fast, which is really what you want to do, right, Coach? If you can win the toss, the perfect scenario is score before half, score at the start of the second, right?
One of the biggest possessions of the whole game is always the first possession of the second half. And so that's why a lot of people are defer guys.
Oh, it's a short. And did we call a fair catch?
He did. What a heads-up play.
That is a great play.
Who was that? Was that Austin Ryder,
Looks
I think?
like Austin Ryder.
I think it was
Austin Ryder.
That
Heads-up play.
Great play by Austin Ryder. That was a great kick.
He must have watched that Texas Tech game where Texas Tech pulls the onside kick and they called the fair catch. He's like, hey, I've seen this. Let me call a fair catch.
That was a great play because that was a really good kick by the Jim Ned kicker.
It was. It was excellent. So heads-up play by Austin Ryder. All right, here go the Falcons. Great field position to start this at the 48-yard line. Falcons knocking on that Indian territory already. Trips to the right, but they're tight. We're going to put one in motion, left to right.
Tanner Adams.
Oh, the ball's still on the ground, and they're going to have it.
Yes, they are.
DJ tried to pick it up, and he couldn't get his hands on it. He was falling to the right and just could not get a hold of that ball. So, boy, the Indians, while they didn't get the onside, they actually have better field position, and they're going to have it first and 10 at the 42.
That's tough. They had a good play right there, trying to run an unbalanced jet sweep, and just couldn't get a handle on it.
Looking to get Tanner Adams involved early in the second half. I like that, the speedy receiver there. But
how important is this from a Jim Ned perspective? Just go down and score. Right, this is big. Good snap, right up the middle. He busts out to the right side. He's got running room. He's at the 30.
Oh, Baylor King with the knockout.
Holy smoke.
We're going to watch this replay, I'm sure. Let's see this. Baylor King just annihilates the running back. You'll see right there. And it's a clean hit. There was nothing dirty about it. Got him right on the shoulder.
Ooh, boys, that's my kind of football
So
right there.
number
That is good stuff.
15, Trey Hicks has a great run. Does a good job holding on to that ball.
And when it's 30 degrees, I assure you coming out, that hit hurt. That hit hurts even worse.
That's one of the best hits I've seen all year. That was a great hit by Baylor King. He went upstairs on him, too.
But, hey, play results in a first down for Jim Ned.
Jim Ned's got a little life right now.
Ooh.
False start? Or do we get a timeout?
Looks like they're going to call timeout. They were just about out on the play clock. So, yeah, if you're a coach, man, burning that first timeout, not even a minute into the second half, trailing, just doesn't feel good, does it, Coach?
No, and here's Jim Ned. They're trying to onside kick. They're trying to get a possession back. And so they didn't get an onside kick, and fortunately for them, they got it back on a bad snap the next play. So they're just trying to get the ball in the end zone and shorten this game, and then try to get another. I wouldn't be surprised if they do score. They kick another onside kick. It looks like they've coming out a little bit leery of the Bushland offense to me too.
And look at this. You already see Turner Johnson and DJ down there working on their snaps. Like that'll be a one-time thing. They will get that fixed quickly.
Those have been few and far between. All right, Jim Ned coming in. Receivers both sides. One kind of in motion down that left side. Quarterback keeper right off that left tackle.
Oh.
Boy, he hits a hole hard, and he is down inside the 20, inside that AA&A red zone.
Down to the 13.
Misdirection for the quarterback's been tough on Bushland tonight a little bit.
They've got a lot of movement back there, don't they?
They pulled 55 around right there that time. It was kicked him with the guy in motion and then pulled 55 around. It was a big hole.
That's the guy you don't want to see rolling at you
No,
with
sir.
a little head of steam. Twins on, 16 receivers on both sides. Up the middle, not much there, maybe a yard.
Bridges does a good job of coming in.
Bridges is
Making
having
that-
a heck of a game.
Yeah, he is. Shrewsbury gets pancaked right there but he kind of fills that hole by just collapsing right there with Stanley, not Stanberry. Shrewsbury and Stanley. I just wanted to combine their names there for a second.
Doran doing a good job back. I think it's Doran, D-O-R-E-N, right? Doing a good job running that offense for Jim Ned. He keeps it himself, calls his number this time. Short gain.
It's your guy, Matt Bridges. They've come out, Bushland's come out second half in a 3-3 stack and made a little adjustment, a little change in the front on them a little bit. They're covering up their Mike linebacker with Matt Bridges making a lot of tackles.
We're going to get a little heavier up front as we bring Jake White into the game. No, Humphrey into the game. Sorry. Both of the sophomores bring some good size.
Twins left, single right, one in the backfield. Ooh, we jumped. It's free play. He sees it. He overthrows the receiver in the back of the end zone. So that'll be offsides on the Falcons. That's the third one tonight or fourth? So Falcons have 9 penalties for 55 yards going into this second half. Jim Ned 7 for 53. So
Now, benefit Jim Ned. They got manageable 2 downs here to get this first down.
3rd down and 4. Quarterback keeper. Man, good job by the Falcons defense, though.
Going to lose a yard on the play. It's going to set up 4th down and 5. Jim Ned, you're down 2 scores. You almost have to take the points here, right? Cut it to a 1-score game.
Yeah, I would think that's probably what they're doing here.
You know, I think if you gain a couple of yards on that, maybe not. But
I
after
agree.
that play, yeah.
Well, it doesn't look like it.
Oh, you are correct.
Man, you sneak an extra possession, a chance to cut it to 1 score. This shocks me. Oh, and he is popped. Nowhere to go with that ball.
Falcons almost
Great
intercepted.
defense by Baylor King. Baylor King had a chance to intercept it, but wisely just knocks it
You'll
down.
watch this replay here. You'll see quarterback gets hit right when he throws it. Oof. Almost intercepted.
It was. Who was that right
Yeah, Baylor King almost comes down with it.
there? 19 hit him. 19 applied the pressure.
Oh, yeah, Jackson
Oh,
Fetch.
Jackson Fetch.
Fetch had the pressure on the quarterback.
That's a big stop for Bushland.
Big stop. Falcons get it. Turnover on downs. 1st and 10. Ball's going to be at the 8.
Oh, they should have been offsides there.
They didn't
see
call
the
it.
flag. Oh, what a catch! Are they going to call him out of bounds?
Yes.
Yeah, I bet say they.
Did they throw the flag?
Yeah, they did.
Okay, they did.
Yep. Well, both teams are taking turns just freezing each other, making sure that the defensive coordinator stayed nice and upset second half.
They said, "Coach, it's cold outside. We want you to be a little
I know how
fired up."
I know how Coach Mayfield's feeling right now, and so let's just fair play on the other side.
All right, so 1st and 5 now for the Falcons. Ball's going to be at the 13 here in this third quarter. Sorry.
Jim Ned's adjusted and brought a bracket safety over both sets of the receivers.
They're going to hand it off to
No,
Snow.
DJ's gonna
DJ
keep
keeps it around the right side.
First down.
Good pull backside, reading that defensive end on the counter.
Oh, they're going to call him just short, so we'll call it 2nd down and 1. That was a great read.
Quarterback keeper.
power.
Left side.
Oh, what a move.
1st down, Falcons. Ball's going to be about the 23, I believe.
48 looked at him like, "Where'd you go?"
1st and 10. Ball's at the 23. Falcons driving. 8:16 to go in the third. Trips left, single right. Quick throw out here to the right to Cole Purcell. He jumps right between 2 defenders. Gets it up to about the 29.
6 yards on the play. Set up 2nd down and 4.
Good job on 1st down. A little fast screen out there for about 6 yards.
Does a good job turning back in and splitting those defenders. 2 in the backfield. Wilkinson 1 in motion off here to the left. Hand it to Soto. Couple missed tackles. He's trying to turn that corner. Just gets enough for a 1st down, though. So that'll move the chains.
Great job by Tate Butcher keeping that corner out there and giving him room to get that 1st down.
Soto does a good job of seeing where he's at on the field and says, I need to get that 1st down, and just kind of cuts it back enough so where he can get it. Falcons right back to the line. DJ wants to throw it. He's got a man just sitting in that
Baylor.
flat, and that's Baylor King. Baylor
Baylor
shoves one
shuts
off.
the defender, and he's
and
gonna
there
be
he
gone.
goes. One man to beat, and he's not going to get there.
Oh, great
That's a new
job.
vision touchdown by Baylor King. 65 yards on the reception from DJ.
Great job by DJ and Baylor King. A little play action stick route right there, and they put the H back in the flats that opened that coverage underneath, and great throw and catch.
Did a nice little stiff arm at about the 45 to make the first defender miss, and then he was off to the races. As Sid Carroll comes out to kick the extra point. Sid 3 for 3 on the night.
Snaps back. Holds good. It's up. Ooh, ooh. And he makes
And
it.
He makes it. I'll tell you. Hey, Sid's field goal range tonight is 20 yards. Like his range is 20 yards, but he's hitting them. But Sid is just easing it over. He's like, man, that ball's hard. My foot's cold. It's getting over. So with 7:25 left in the third quarter, we'll
Do you
stay
sweat
here.
that as the coach when you're watching there? It's like, come on.
Well, you're
Trying to will it over.
It's good on the back end if he knows it goes through. Yeah. No such thing as style points, but they're getting the long paint roller ready to paint that crossbar.
Good to see Baylor King back in kind of mid-season form.
Yeah, we talked to him. I talked to him the other day, and a little disappointed the cast didn't come off.
He was expecting that this week, right?
Well, originally it was 2 weeks ago,
Right.
and then he's going back every week, but really making the adjustment. Last week you saw him drop a long ball because he tried to cradle that thing. He tried to get around to it. This week he's done a really good job using his fingers, which I think he and Coach Reynolds had a conversation about the fingers and just
What was it? I thought it was interesting that Josh talked about that. Coach Reynolds talked about how sometimes it actually makes him a better receiver.
No.
because it really forces them to catch with their hands and not try to bring it into their body. They can't do that. So,
And it looks like it's a pretty big cast from up here.
that's a. It was funny when he got the first cast on, it was fine. Then he got a second cast on, and it wasn't fine.
Well,
he went back and had it readjusted.
They adjusted his thumb just a little bit, and it really threw him for a loop.
Oh, Jim Ned around this outside, and he's got.
Oh, hey, the freshman kicker does a good job staying home. Doesn't quite make the tackle, but does just enough to keep that till the reinforcements could get there, and Shrewsbury helps clean that up.
Well, you'll see on the replay, he just kind of ran out of green.
Shrewsbury and Mason Melvin on the tackle there.
All right, Jim Ned starting with great field position. Ball's going to be at the 47 to start this drive off. Boy, if you're Jim Ned, you got to answer.
Got that point.
Yeah,
and it's not 3. Right, you need 7.
They've got to answer or they're in trouble right now.
Twins to the left, single to the right. They're going to leave one back there in that backfield. Put one in motion left to right. Quarterback keeper around this left side. He's got running room, and he's got blockers. Oh, nice closing by
Oh, my goodness.
Mr. Bridges, I believe. That kind of kept that from going a lot further than
Bridges and Tate Butcher both, man, went flying to the edge.
because he kind of has the numbers as he comes around. But, boy, just a great job by the Falcons.
Jim Ned's really trying to use their quarterback in the run game. You know, a lot of times when you use the quarterback, you get a kind of a +1.
If I say you get an extra blocker, right?
You get a +1 territory, and they're really trying to utilize him right now.
Who did we see trying to do that? That was
El Paso
El
Riverside
Paso.
like doing it with that Speedy Munoz.
great job by the running back holding his balance. He's going to be about 2 yards short. Yeah, that's who I was thinking of.
Aiden Sawyer makes first contact.
You'll see here on the replay, he comes around, just stumbles him enough to where he can't quite get to that first down marker.
Really elusive runner, too. Doesn't go down easy. So 3rd down and 2. This is right where Jim Ned wants to be. The problem is they're down 18 and the clock just keeps running. But 3rd and 2 is kind of what their offense is built for.
6:05 to go in this third quarter. Falcons on top, 28-10. Jim Ned, crucial 3rd down here. 3rd down and 2, but definitely in 4-down territory. Falcons got everybody in the box. Hand it off to 15.
Oh,
and
what a
he
tackle.
does not.
Bridges.
In fact, he loses yard.
Bridges gets penetration and can only get a hand on him, but, man, that hand.
Uh-oh. No, okay, he's winding the
yeah.
clock. I was like, what's he doing? All right, so looking at the ref. So that's 4th and 3 now. That backs him up another yard. Crucial 4th down play here for Jim Ned, assuming they're going to go for it.
Coach, you're a power run team. Do you stay on the ground or do you
Absolutely. They're going to run right at him. They're going to run the quarterback on some kind of misdirection. But I'll tell you what, Matthew Bridges is around the football every play.
He's so quick.
Pretty impressive on how he's reading his keys right now, too.
Quarterback hands it off right up the middle,
Tate
and he gets the
Butcher
first down.
makes the tackle, but not before they get the first down?
Guess who they ran behind right there?
Yeah. Get behind 55.
Gage Stanlin, Oklahoma State commit.
Man, he's large, isn't he?
Gundy's fired up. He's headed his way.
He's good. I mean, he's got good leverage. You look him, he's flat back coming off the football.
And he's quick, too. He's got fast feet
And
underneath
he
him.
pulls well. Like
Yes,
he's
he
pulled into
does.
those holes
They like
multiple-
pulling him. They're like to pull him right to left right now is what they're doing a lot of.
Quarterback wants to throw. He's got a man on the slant. That's going to be pass interference, I do believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had his hand on. You could see his shoulder kind of pulling back a couple of times in there. So
I actually like it because Tate realizes he's beat.
if he lets him go, you're right.
You have 2 options. And I think they're actually – you almost have to call this one holding because it was so early.
I think it's a hold, not pass interference.
Yeah.
They're going to call it pass interference. But, yeah, I think it's a smart play
Either
because
way-
he's beat.
Yeah, either way it saves a touchdown. There's no safety help. Tate's beat, and he just kind of yanks him back away from that ball where he can't catch it.
He's got some wheels on him. And I'll tell you what, if you're Jim Ned, you come back to that.
Oh, yeah.
You know, that's tough on Tate Butcher because he's seen him run the ball 45 times in a row.
Well,
and
sure.
then they raise up and throw it up, you know, and it's like, oh, stink.
So 1st and 10, balls at the 30. Handoff up the middle. A little delay
What
there.
a good tackle by Shrewsbury, and then here come the reinforcements.
That's going to be a 1-yard loss. Well, it's one thing about it as a running back, when you get your feet stopped from forward progress, that's when you're in trouble, right? And you got a quick defense in front of you.
That was a good job by Shrewsbury.
And then here came Bridges.
Cleaned him up. He cleaned him up.
He's like, hey, hold him up for me. Watch what happens here.
That kid is a player.
28-10 Falcons here in the third. 4:02 to go.
Best say clock ticking under 4 minutes.
2nd and 12 for Jim Ned. Quarterback drops. He rolls way overthrows.
And I'm going to tell you, if
he
has Bridges in his face, or else this is going to go for a ways, because Tanner Hussman, yes, the tight end, the 6-foot senior, he's open. He shed off that block, and they had this thing set up. But Bridges is to the quarterback so fast, he doesn't even get a chance to see where he's at. He just has to throw it up there and hope that he comes down with it.
Another one you might come back to if you're Jim Ned, right?
As aggressive as we are, I'm shocked more people don't try to screen us.
Put one in motion left to right. Quarterback keeper.
And just stuffed. He's going to lose 3 on that. That's going to make it 4th down and 5.
Once again, that Bushland defense.
What a play by Mr. Charlie Pitt.
Getting a big push up front.
Charlie Pitt, the Loki's Body Shop Falcon of the Week this week for Bushland Falcon Media.
Good job by Pitt, and I can tell you who else was there.
Matthew Bridges.
Gosh almighty.
Twins right. 4th down. You're 4th and 15. But you have to go. If you're Jim Ned, you have to go.
Oh, it is 4th and 15. I said 4th and 5 because I only saw the one.
Well, I just looked up as well. So
they're going to try to pick us right here in the bottom of the field. Timeout.
Timeout Falcons? Who took it?
I think they took it.
Yeah, they did.
Looked like they were getting those 2 bottom receivers tight so they can try to pick us right there in main coverage.
So with that, we'll take a quick timeout ourselves, and we'll be right back. All right, welcome back. Sorry. Jim Ned right up to the line here. Trips right. One in the backfield.
Woo, if they'd have snapped the ball, they had a free play.
Yep, they did. He wants a hard count. He's trying to get it, isn't he? Okay.
Now it looked like
That's
false start on them. I was
them.
about to say that was a false start on them trying so
All
hard
3 of their receivers went. Right,
Center didn't snap. That's what it didn't look like.
Yep.
False start. Everybody but the center.
Yeah. So that's not what you want if you're Jim Ned. So you are now 4th
and 20. A country mile.
You were that's right. It's at a country mile. I just looked up there and saw that.
From the 33. So it's not even field goal range anymore. It's a 50-yard field goal from here. So you just throw a Hail Mary? 4 verticals here?
Yeah. Now they're in a little trouble because now
if you got a bag of tricks, now's the time to pull.
You got enough room now. You can play 2 safeties if you're Bushland, so you're in a lot better shape.
Which they do. We dropped back a third, actually.
Not even close.
Oh, 55's going to get another one. They should get it.
You know, I think because he's already had one, they didn't want to send him home. But that was as late of a hit as you're going to see.
Yeah, he was fortunate.
Jackson Fetch gets popped. Mayfield said something to him on the way by.
All right, so Falcons take over. 3:01 to go in the third. 28-10. 1st and 10 for the Falcons at the 34-yard line.
This feels like one of those drives you finish in a touchdown. It's just about ball game. Nice.
Right up the middle by Soto.
Nice little 4-yard gain on 1st down.
So it should be 2nd down and 6. Twins on both sides. Jaco handoff again. Up
No,
no
he's gonna
keeper.
pull it. What a spin.
Gets back to the original line of scrimmage, but was kind of popped. Should have been a loss, really, and he was able to spin out of that. And as we watch the replay here, I don't have time
Hey,
to
this
do
is a
ours.
really good sign to see number 34 out there.
Breckenridge trips right, single, trips left, single right. Rolling out to the right. He's wanting to throw, and he's got him in. It's a little overthrown, intended for Cole Purcell.
And I'll tell you, if he could have got his shoulder set, Breckenridge was streaking down the field wide open. Just no time to get turned around.
So punt team for the Falcons are coming out first. This is our second punt of the night, and Jim Ned did it once.
Yes. This is one of those areas where you never know what DJ's going to do.
You're 4th and 6. He's going to roll right.
No, he's just going to
He's
punt.
just gonna punt it. He is. And no, that's a high punt. He's going to take it about the 24, and he makes one man miss, second man miss. Nice little run back. Gets up about 10 yards on that, up to the 34.
So Jim Ned did what they needed to. They needed a stop desperately. They got it.
Not much time elapsed off the clock either.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, that was a very quick possession for the Falcons, 3 and out. And so about a minute and a half. So 2:07 to go in this third period here at Lowry Field in Lubbock, Texas. Home of Lubbock ISD and all their teams. So Twins to the left for the Indians, one over here on the right. Put one in motion left to right. Hand it to the running back up the middle.
Nice cutback.
Patient run.
Good
That's
job
about
there
2
by
yards.
Matthew Bridges and Aiden Sawyer both on the tackle. For about a second, it looked like he was going to have a lane over there, and then it closed up real quick.
Yeah, good job by the Falcons defense to close that gap, because I'm with you. I saw him. He kind of saw where he wanted to go, and by the time he reacted, it was closed up. So Dorn with the snap here. Motion number 11. He's going to set up.
They pulled
Oh,
55.
there goes 15.
Oh, man, it looked like they may have gotten away with a little hold over there.
You know, as a defensive player out there and you've got a corner coming up or one of your smaller linebackers, and you see 55 coming at you, it's like a Mack truck and a sports car, right?
Yeah, they had a pretty good little seam off tackle right there.
He did. So 3rd down and 2. He doesn't quite get to the marker. Falcons showing blitz on the right side. Quarterback keeper.
Gonna maybe. Yeah, it looks
Yeah,
like
he's
they're going to
got
give
it.
him the spot.
So Doran there gets that first down for Jim Ned. That's going to move the chains. 1st and 10 at the 44.
Good thing is Bushland's really kind of making it work for every yard.
Oh,
they're
yeah,
getting
I was
right
about to
now.
say,
Yeah,
You're just killing clock. You don't mind them getting a first down on their side of the field. Just
that was a pretty physical play by Bushland up front.
Twins at the top. One here at the bottom. Falcons show blitz.
I mean, they're even down 18. They're not snapping the ball over 10 seconds on the clock. We tick under 5 here.
Quarterback keeper on this right side.
Whoa.
Great play by the Falcons defense.
Jackson Fetch gets his hand up. I mean, he's on the ground, blocked to the ground, and still just reaches up and grabs his ankle. Nowhere to go.
We talk each week about Charlie Pitt looks like one of those old 80s football players out there, right?
His shoulder pads,
Yeah.
right? He's got the big, long, wide shoulder pads.
Back when we played, right?
Our
Falcons,
jerseys weren't near that tight.
No. Now, we had those loose jerseys back then, right? Quarterback rolls out here to his left. He looks to throw. And he throws.
Intercepted.
It is
Another
intercepted
pick.
right at the 50-yard line. 49. Who gets that?
Is that Baylor
That's
King?
Baylor King.
Let's say Baylor comes down with this one.
Oh, we have a flag.
Always.
Oh,
It
my
might be on
goodness.
55. No, their offense is staying. Holding on the defense.
Oh, you got to be kidding me.
So that's going to come back.
Yeah.
I didn't see where the hold was. Did he give a number? I didn't hear a
He
number.
did not. He just said holding on the defense. The third turnover negated tonight by Laundry.
And this gives a first down for the Indians into Falcon territory, so new life for the Indians.
Now the clock should wind because it was winding when they snapped it.
Ooh, I didn't see that right there for sure. Gosh almighty.
They're not going to start it.
So they will get an extra play here in the third quarter.
Quarterback keeper up the middle. He
Tackle,
bounces out to the
tackle.
right, and he
Good
does
tackle.
get him down.
Of course, Matthew Bridges, just another tackle. As we will head to the fourth quarter here at Lowry Field. 28-10, Falcons on top of the Jim Ned Indians. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Lowry Field. Bushland Falcons, Jim Ned Indians. Jim Ned's 2nd and 9 here.
Apparently, Brock has seen all they need. The Brock
They left.
Scouts have headed home.
They got a long drive.
Oh, what a
rolls
job. What a rush.
great job by Doran getting rid of that ball. Great rush by the Falcons, but he's got to dump it, and he does.
Yeah, Jackson Fetch in the backfield.
And I'm not really sure I didn't see anybody even out there for Doran. I think it was
There
number
wasn't.
1 coming across, wasn't it?
He barely got back, or he got outside the tackles and then barely got the ball past the line of scrimmage to save the intentional grounding. So we will bring Tanner Adams in for coverage here as we run Shrewsbury off a little bit smaller front. Now, here's the thing. Jim Ned likes to run in this
they
third and
will.
long. So
And they do. Quarterback
Correct
keeper
counter.
off his left side. Cuts back in with a block. Nice block, and that's going to be a first down for Jim Ned.
No, it's going to be short.
No, they're going to give it to him.
Oh, he took an extra step over, sure enough.
Well, the line judge over here had it.
Oh, I was looking
And
at
then
the far side.
I was too, and I glanced down to the line judge, and he pointed. So
Well, that was a good job by Jim Ned executing that quarterback counter once again.
not many teams will run on
They're
third
really
and
pretty
9.
good at what they do well. You know, they run the ball well.
Sorry if you're listening on YouTube and it still said first quarter. I forget. We have 2 scoreboards tonight, not 1.
That's correct. That's right. I messed mine up earlier. So, boy, Falcons defense going to drop him for a 2.5, 3-yard loss there.
Beautiful play there. Shrewsbury comes off the bottom of the pile.
Yeah, this is the first time we have an audio only going as well to our other page.
Thank you, Jamie Lyles, for letting me know. The Lyles girl's Ryder Grace a little under the weather tonight. Sending her a shout out. Hopefully she gets film better. She didn't make the trip over here to Lubbock with us. She wants to get film better.
Quarterback rolls right. This was the play they were trying to set up earlier, and they complete it for first down.
No. Gets popped by Baylor.
A little surprised they didn't give him forward progress on that because it looked like where he caught it.
Thank you.
He's at the marker. See, that was a little surprising.
Little sprint out, come back to the sticks.
So, yeah, Ryder Grace trying to get film better so she can make it to that state championship in the morning at 11 a.m. If you're a Bushland Falcon fan, we encourage you to get down to Garland. Lady Falcons playing for the state championship tomorrow at 11 a.m. at the Colwell Center in Garland.
Here they're coming back into this kind of a 3-back set, I guess you call it, power. Doran gets the first down, though.
They get the first down, but Coach Thomas, does this really bother you as a coach? You're up 18, and they're just eating away the clock.
Well, you want to kind of keep stopping and make them use the clock. You know, even if they do score, try to get as much off that clock as you can.
Falcons down there in front of that heater, I noticed.
It's going to be a 2-score game, you know, if they get a touchdown here.
Takes the snap. Doran hands it off that right side. You know, they've had pretty good success out of that play.
Mm-hmm.
They're getting they're 3 or 4 yards at minimum, and it's popped a couple times for a big game.
It has.
They're really good at running the ball off tackle. Really good at it.
It's a long drive again, but again, I think this is one, Steven, you said, if you're Jim Ned, do you really need a long drive? You need to get in the end zone.
Yeah, and they don't seem to be in any big rush. Like, it's still
Quarterback keeper, he bounces out, nowhere to go,
Good
well
Lord.
covered up. Nice staying home. Who was that?
Jackson Fetch and Matthew Bridges coming to help.
Great job by Fetch staying home.
Tate Butcher. I'm sorry, Tate. I did not mean to give you credit to
Oh,
Jackson
we just
Fetch.
saw it on the replay there.
That's a good open field tackle by Butcher right there.
That was.
That was a big play and makes it 3rd and long.
Two at the top, one here at the bottom of the screen. If you're watching. Sprint out.
Boom!
Saw that one coming.
Dude,
Is that
Baylor King is laying the wood tonight.
Boy, if you watch this hit, he gets
Watch
that little
out.
sprint out pass.
Boom. Just lowers his shoulder. Sets up 4th down and 7.
This is a big play in the ball game right here. This could end it.
Well, yeah, absolutely. So we've got 8:32 to go in this ball game. Falcons up 28-10. Jim Ned desperately needs a first down. Look to the sideline. Doran getting a change in play here. Put one in motion. Quarterback keeper. Oh,
Nowhere to go.
Great play.
What a great play.
And boy, I tell you what,
That time it was Jackson Fetch who shoots down in there and just totally blows that thing up.
Boy, if you're Jim Ned, now you're worried. So, Coach, if you're Bushland, you're coming into this, you're up by 18. Do you change your offensive philosophy
You
a little bit?
absolutely do. You take the air out of the football right now. You absolutely take the air out of the football.
Do you know how to do that when you run NASCAR?
Well, you know, we always made that conversation, you know, it was like, listen, we're going to play fast and try to do all those things we can, but when it comes time to be smart, we can't be Mike Leach.
Yeah.
You got to try to manage the game here. Keep the ball on the ground, keep the clock running.
And I'll tell
Unless you want to be Mike Leach, who does incredible interviews, who just crack me up.
how about him throwing the receivers' chairs the other day? He's like, y'all don't need chairs. Y'all need to sit down.
That was good stuff. I loved it. Good job right here. This Coach Reynolds was exactly his game plan right here, is just to take some time off the clock and go win the football game.
Yeah.
Make sure this thing's over.
Ivan Soto's the back you want to ride here. But it wouldn't shock me to see DJ pull one here and there just to make sure we keep him honest.
You know, and you can still be aggressive. Just take time off the clock in between plays.
Yeah.
2nd down and 5 for the Falcons. Clock ticking, 7:20 to go. So, but as a defense now,
That was one we could have pulled.
if you're Jim Ned now as a defense,
They're coming to get you.
they're coming,
Yes,
right? So they're
coming to
stacking
get
the
you.
box. They're coming.
Absolutely, they're coming to get you.
They're not worried about safety help. They're going to say, you're one-on-one with those receivers. You're on your own.
Now, they might be a little softer here on 3rd and long. But 3 minutes off the clock is a huge deal right now, up 28-10.
Yeah, clock is ticked under 7 minutes here to go.
Yep, got to be something simple, safe here.
Trips to the top.
Oh,
We're gonna
going
do a
to the
little-
screen, and it's set up nicely. You got blockers out
Lots
here.
of blockers out here. 3 on
Great
2.
job. Oh, my.
I don't know what they're going to call here. It can't be a – I'm going to look at this replay.
They're going to get a block
See,
in the back.
That is terrible.
Yes, they're going to call a block in the back.
That is terrible.
What? Did you? Yeah. They're going to call a block in the back.
Is there a dead ball?
So the reason they're going to call – and I didn't get the number. So we had those 3 coming in, and it was the deeper guy that came back in. They're sorting it out. Our spotters got us having 2 flags. Oh, chop block.
On the defense.
They cut one of the pullers, which is illegal now.
Yeah.
Wait. Personal foul.
They're both against them.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay. Hey,
Well,
take a deep breath. It's all both on them.
I thought it was going
For
to
the
be.
first time tonight, we have seen a call go against Jim Ned.
So they cut a puller, which now is illegal to do. You can't do that in the perimeter.
And that's not just that's a personal foul now.
That's a
isn't it?
15.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's an illegal chop block on the defense, which you don't see very often. And they got a personal foul after it. So
I didn't hear
That
who
may be one of the first ones I've ever seen on a.
I haven't seen
defensive
that. I don't know if
player.
I've ever seen that. So that's a 30-yard
30 yards.
play. Now you really take the air out of the ball. Just go down there and score and end it.
Yeah, I didn't even know that was a thing, to be honest.
I knew something was up because Coach Reynolds was awfully calm down there.
and they threw the flag right in front of him.
Yeah.
So he knew something we did not.
I was thinking blocking the back. We're about to lose it. But that was a great job on the screen, executing it. Line did a good job getting out.
So, heavy Soto now.
Uh-oh.
Oh, confusion on the play. You're going to have to eat that one.
And as DJ went to go down, almost got himself a face mask out of this. Watch
Yeah.
his hand here.
Gosh, that's not what we wanted to do in first down.
So, a little miscommunication. DJ goes right, Soto goes left. And DJ just has to drop on it. And, yeah, to Steven's point, I almost had a face mask there. Jim Ned defense looking at that clock saying we really need the ball back. So they're stacking everybody in. They're going to leave one safety back there. Soto off this right side. Gives a little go, and he makes the corner. He's going to be close to a first down.
No,
He's
just
right.
back to the initial.
Oh, sorry, back to the initial line of scrimmage. You're right. Sorry.
So the clock will stop till they spot the ball.
3rd down and 10.
How about Stratford getting beat tonight? Wow.
Oh,
They
did
did.
the defending state champs go down? Who'd they go down to?
Cisco. 9-2 Cisco.
Ooh. My wife went to high school there for 1 year. Went to state in the track meet there. I think in the mile relay. Handoff up the middle. Oh, man, they knocked the tar out of DJ.
That's a turnover.
I did not see
They
that.
put the ball on the ground. Jim Ned recovered.
Let's see the replay
Is
here.
it during the exchange?
Yes, it was the exchange.
It looked like he might have been trying to pull it to me. I don't know. I couldn't tell, but I could tell he hit the ground.
Yeah, so replay shows he
Gosh
was.
dang, that's not what you want.
Boy,
Only the second bad exchange between Soto and Jaco this year. Had the big one in the second half, or
Well,
right
they
in the
had
second
the-
quarter against Shallowater.
they were just
And
off this whole series, right? I
Yeah.
mean, Soto goes left, he goes right. Bad exchange.
Well, the good thing is there's a little over 3 minutes off the clock.
Quarterback rolls out right. He's going to keep this one and run.
And look at that. Fetch sheds the block out there because this thing's seal blocked, and the quarterback's got some room. He sheds the block, gets off of it, limits it to a 5-yard gain, and keeps the clock running by getting him down in bounds.
That's one of those that I think Jim Ned receivers need to help their quarterback a little bit, right?
Yeah.
They need to break that off and
Yeah.
get across the field for him because he can't see these 2 receivers on this side because they're running these little shallow slants.
That one looked like a run all the way, though. The way he was, or it could have just been Shrewsbury. He was running for his life because Shrewsbury was chasing him.
Put one in motion. They're going to hand the ball off this left side.
Nice tackle.
Good, great tackle. Good thing for Bushland is that it just, for some reason, Jim Ned's still not in a hurry.
He's going to pick up about 2 yards. 3rd down and 2.
Down 18, they're still huddling. That's great news for Bushland.
Oh, JT Suggs getting a little coaching, and he'll head back in.
Jim Ned comes to the line, balls at the 44. Quarterback roll.
Oh, false start. And Austin Ryder, man, he was going to make the play if it hadn't been a false start.
Down 3 with 4 minutes left. Coming back.
So Shallow Water making a little comeback against Paradise. It's a 3-point ball game with 4 minutes left.
All right, clock is ticking. Jim Ned still not really in their hurry up. Trips right, single left, one in the backfield here as they head into their still more of a spread formation. He rolls right, trying to get some separation.
Oh, wow, what a play.
Great job by the Falcons defense knocking that down. They're rolling to try to get a little separation, get away from that very aggressive front line of the Falcons and trying to get some separation with those corners.
I think that was Fetch on the play, knocking that down.
4th down and 7. This one, if it wasn't already the ball game, this one's the ball game. 4:22 on the clock.
Yeah, you got to be in hurry up mode if you're Jim Ned at this point. I'm gonna put one in motion, left to right. He throws,
And he's going to get called for a push-off. Watch this. This is going to be offensive pass interference.
let's see. We'll see our replay. Watch down here at the bottom.
Are they going to call this on Tanner Adams? Because he gets shoved at the break.
Couldn't see it on our replay. Oh, they did call holding.
Gosh almighty.
So first down for Jim Ned right at midfield. Nose of the ball right on the 50-yard line.
Well, they took the catch. The clock should. Okay, they wound the clock. Here we go. 4:12 to go in the game.
Rolling right. He's looking. Oh, nice job coming off his cover. Oh, and he doesn't get him down.
Oh, and that's a lineman.
That's going to be illegal.
There you go. Now we've got a circus.
He throws the ball to his right guard.
The clowns and the jugglers have now come out.
Which I guess is the better alternative to the sack that Fetch had. And look at him. He freezes. He doesn't know what to do. What a great a sequence of events there.
All right, 3:57 to go in this contest. Well, so 2nd and 15 for Jim Ned. And at this point, boy, you just feel like the wheels are starting to fall off a little bit. You can't throw because you're not getting any kind of time. You can't sit in the pocket. So they're trying to roll out. That's not working. I think the speed of this Falcons defense has been a bit surprising for Jim Ned.
Just don't give up a cheap, easy one right here.
We'll send one in motion out of those trips. Again, rolling right. Wants to get somebody out. Nowhere to throw. Falcons covered it up.
He just throws it away. Pretty wise. Stops the clock. Sets up 3rd down and 15.
Good changeup by Coach Mayfield there, going to safety. Not giving up an easy touchdown right now is the only thing you don't want to do.
Jim Ned's number 65, Maddox Cooper. Took him a second to get up. Looks like he's going to stay in the game, though. He's a center. Those centers are a different breed, man.
Twins on both sides. Looked like somebody left early. Over the middle, intercepted.
Oh, and it's Max Rodriguez.
Keep going, keep going. There you go.
Oh, man, Max is so fast. If he could have gotten going. Great interception there by the sophomore who's playing safety in Brecken Reed's place. Stepping up, making a play here.
3:20 to go in this ball game. Falcons get that interception, take over at the 49-yard line, already in Indian territory here with 3:20 to go.
I think you're going to see a heavy dose of Ivan Soto.
What is that right there? 3 or 4 turnovers
No,
for
you
Jim
got
Ned?
A.J. Marquez and Soto in the backfield. I was about to say
only
I would put A.J. back there with Soto.
Only 2, though, because 2 got overturned by penalties. But that would have been the 4th interception.
That would have been
on
the
night.
4th.
I love this call putting both AJ and Soto back there.
Got a false start.
That didn't take long.
They did a little defensive line shift, and it threw us off.
I know, man. That's not going to be happy about that.
Coach Espy.
Great. He's all calm. It'll be fine.
Great shift there by Jim Ned. We hadn't seen that, and so
yeah, for sure. That's a different one we haven't seen. Is that AJ or Soto? I can't see.
3:15 left in the ball game.
AJ Marquez gets the carry.
So, yeah, it was funny. When I saw AJ run out, right before I saw him, I was about to say, I'd split that backfield with AJ and Soto because I think those are a great 1-2 combo. That's exactly what they've done.
Clock ticks under 3 minutes here to go at Plains Capital Park, Lowry Field here in Lubbock, Texas.
The only problem with AJ and Ivan being out there at the same time, I can't hardly tell the difference.
They look identical when you can't see the numbers.
They've always looked that way.
Soto's got it this time, and he pops off that left side. Gets up to the 49.
Good hard run. Here's where Jim Ned, calling those 2 timeouts to get their offense set in the third quarter, has left them with only 1 timeout as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to go here in the ball game. We will not see a snap until under the 2-minute mark to go.
So if Falcons don't make this first down, Jim Ned probably calls their timeout.
I think so. Falcon fans, after we wrap this up, we'll do our Contractors Wholesale post-game show over back on our YouTube channel. You can just hop on the YouTube feed we got now.
Yeah, we'll stay right there. Oh, there
Big
goes.
play.
There goes Soto. Makes a cut.
He's not done yet. Down to the 30.
They're not going to get the ball back.
And now you can go into victory formation because even with the timeout, this one's going to tick down to a minute before you have to snap the ball.
And I don't think Jim Ned's going to use it either.
Nope, this ball game's over.
So 28-10.
Soto checks out. AJ stays in.
They're going to come in tight to the victory formation. Take Butcherell.
Stevens, your favorite formation?
It is my favorite formation.
Best play in football.
DJ takes that knee. So that'll put us, we are now under 1 minute to play here at Lowry Field in Lubbock, Texas. The Bushland Falcons will be the area champs.
Yep. All these knees are killing DJ's rushing yards. That's what you always hear from quarterbacks.
Can you put it in the backup to get you want the backup in? See, as a former quarterback sitting behind us, he's shaking his head. Yes, put it in the backup to take the knees. Killing my stats. Did Jared run the ball? No, I'm just kidding. See, he's not on mic, so he can't even defend himself back here.
As this clock will tick out, the Bushland Falcons will take this one 28-10 over the Jim Ned Indians, wrapping up a great season. Jim Ned came in winners of 8 in a row, really on a roll since Game 3. It made a great coaching job this year. They made some adjustments around Week 4, got on the winning path, and headed into tonight. Let me count our seniors here real fast. Actually, let's give a shout-out to these seniors. Number 2, Braden Walker. Number 7, David Rodriguez. Number 8, Troy Duran. Number 9, Cooper Mascoro. Number 24, Sergio Hernandez. Number 32, Talon Farmer. Number 40, Tanner Hussman. Number 55, Gage Stanlin going to Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State commit. Number 58, Jacob Phillips. Number 64, Ty Farmer. Number 72, Brock Robinson. And number 90, Justin Chandler. Congratulations on a great senior year, guys.
All right, we're going to wrap it up here on NFHS Network. This is Bushland Falcon Media. 28-10 here. The Falcons take this second round win here at Lowry Field in Lubbock, Texas. Thank you to the NFHS Network and our sponsors as well. Coach Jimmy Thomas, thanks for joining us tonight. And with that, we're going to call it a night. Thank you. Okay, so we're
still live here. Let me switch over our camera here to.
give us just a second. Can you hit the lights for me? They should bring us stats here in a minute as well. So, all right. Well, if you're hanging with us, we're getting on real quick. Steven's getting it done. Uh-oh. We're having to do a switch out of technology here real fast. Because we can go to a live camera now with us. 1 second.
Why doesn't it want to come down?
Oh, you got to go live. Oh, you're on select. Just do that. Hold on.
There we go.
There we go. Hey, there we are. All right, Steven, you got to drop in there. There he is. We'll put Coach right in the center. Hey, Coach, thanks for joining us. I tell you, so what do you think?
I think when you look, a win's a win. It's there was a lot of good things that happened, and there's probably a lot of things that they're a little frustrated about that they think they probably have to clean up. False starts. That's probably the most false start or our offsides on our defense I've seen in a long, long time. So I know they're not happy about that. But overall, they kind of outplayed them. And so they've got to feel good about that, and especially with how the game started. With them going on about a 10-minute and 45-minute or 10:45 drive and giving up points. But all in all, you know what? Hey, you move on to the next round, and so that's important.
Are you even still frustrated by the calls right now? If your coach,
yes, I can promise you. I know exactly how he feels, and he's probably not real happy. And, a lot of times you have to look at the film and just really determine what, I always try to give the officials the benefit of the doubt until I see the film, and so I have a feeling they'll probably be a little frustrated after watching it, but who knows. But, man, I'm just proud of Coach Reynolds, and, man, I'm so proud of the job he does, and Coach Bayfield. And, man, I love those coaches, and I love those kids, and I love those coaches. And, man, my son was just super blessed to be coached by those guys. And so, man, it's special to be here tonight, and I appreciate you guys having me.
Oh, we talk quite often between us. We text. I don't know if there's a week during the season we don't text probably back and forth a little bit, checking in on you as well. So, hey, just some quick stats here. Jim Ned, 17 first downs to Bushland, 16 first down. Total yards rushing for Jim Ned, 237. Bushland, 71. Jim Ned, 33 yards passing. Bushland, 217 tonight. For Bushland, Ivan Soto leading the way with 14 carries on 14 carries for 66 yards. Dawson Jaco was 15 of 21 for 217 yards and 4 touchdowns, with the longest being 65.
Good to see Baylor King back. 4 receptions, 89 yards, 2 touchdowns. I know he's played the last couple of weeks, but just getting adjusted to that cast and just in the nick of time, right here for this playoff run. First time we've had Thanksgiving football in the Josh Reynolds era,
Well, no, we beat Wall.
Yeah, but that was Coach Thomas's last year, wasn't it?
No, that was
his
that
first
was
year.
Coach Reynolds' first year.
So
That's right, because he went for 2 against Wall. That's right. But so for 2 years, that's right. This is Coach Reynolds' 4th year. I keep thinking somewhere I missed a year.
Because it was my boy's senior year.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. So first time in 3 years that we'll have Thanksgiving football. So it'll be an interesting week. Coach Thomas, talk about that a little bit. The specialness of Thanksgiving football, but what does that look like as a football family to celebrate Thanksgiving right before you play?
Well, I'll tell you what, it's pretty special, and I'll tell you why it's special. Number one, practices are a lot of fun at that point. Everybody feels good about themselves. One of the traditions that we had at Bushland that was so special is on Thursday. You play on Friday, so on Thanksgiving on Thursday is you do your walkthrough typically in the morning in the indoor facility, and then the families come together and do that brunch. And the coach usually come, like I would come out and say the prayer for the brunch, and then everybody just eats together as a big football family. And I'll tell you what, you cannot replace that anywhere you go. Now in course, you end up eating so freaking much on Thanksgiving. You have to kind of hold your kids back a little bit, but you're not ready to eat till about 3 o'clock in the afternoon because there's a lot of good food that comes up there. But I'll tell you, that is one of my most special memories is when we had the families and the players and all the coaches, and we would come all together at that walkthrough on Thanksgiving and eat that brunch. And those are some special memories, and those are some things those kids are going to get to do this week that they'll never forget.
That's awesome.
Well, I say let's wrap this thing up. You got a long drive back. Steven's going to head back to Dallas tonight, and Coach has the shortest drive out of all of us over to Littlefield. So.
Absolutely. I'd like to go in there and just tell our girls, good luck tomorrow, and Coach Culpepper, and good luck to those guys, and go get that third one.
If you want to catch a ride, Parker and I got room in the back.
Well, we really do appreciate you joining us tonight. It's a lot of fun. We definitely enjoy it. You're always welcome. We tell you that all the time. And Jared with his head peeked up over there, you can actually see him. Thanks for joining us as well. So I tell you what, for Jimmy Thomas, Chris Wild, Stephen Lyles, Jared Thomas, and Logan Robinson running camera tonight.
Thanks to Logan for doing a great job. I know he bailed out so he could go get down there with all the guys and celebrate. But sure thankful he takes the time out to come video for us every week.
Absolutely. So we're going to wrap this night up. Falcons take this 28-10, and they advance to the next game against Brock. We'll see you next week.
Can we go ahead and say Friday night? Expect a Friday night?
We're expecting Friday night in Vernon. Time we don't know yet because we think it's a doubleheader thanks to inside information from this guy.
Could be Friday afternoon because you typically play that first one at about 3 if you can, sometimes earlier. So it could be a Friday afternoon game.
Okay. All righty. Well, thanks, everybody. We'll see you next week.
Go Falcons.